A test in old aperture. This is new. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PA's Perpetual Testing. Today we're looking at past 01, whose name I can't remember because it doesn't actually appear to be on the wall per usual. Right off the bat, though, he's already put a bunch of bounce gel in the scenario, so I'm okay with this guy.
Gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor.
Alright. But right off the bat, I'm a big fan of repulsion gel, and situations where I get to use it on a regular basis, so this is amazing, but even more amazing is the size of the chamber. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this might have been a hammer map, but I'm not entirely certain. What I do think I'm pretty certain of, or that I can be pretty certain of, is that I'm supposed to get bounce gel on all 4 of these platforms, which means I only have 1 remaining until everything is nice and covered. But regrettably, that 1 is right there, and there is absolutely nothing that I can see nearby that would allow me to actually get it. There is, however, a single gap in the emancipation grid, accessible by jumping, but really no other shit. Well, there's at least one benefit to the loading screen. I now know this test is called repulsive recycling.
Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor.
Alrighty. So, I can only assume that I'm going to have to get repulsion gel all around this chamber using whatever tools I have available to me, up to and include... Oh, thank God. Up to and including... There we go. What was I even trying to say? I've completely forgotten, damn it. Oh, losing my train of thought, it's terrible. Oh, on a completely different train of thought, though. I did something this morning that I've not done for literally years, and that is go for a run. And I know that sounds really bad, and everybody's just going to be like, well, PA, that's not particularly helpful if you're not going out and exercising on a regular basis. I'd say, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It's not. I haven't been. But I went out today and, oh, God damn, it was not. To give you an example, I was able to go out there for just like a walk and a jog and an hour long, you know, segment of exercise. The only problem is the fact that I wasn't really able to do anything afterwards. I just got home and I was just wheezing and puffing, and I was like, please give me water, because like a dumbass I forgot a water bottle. Oh God, it was just, it was not my brightest move of all time, I will say that much. Now, I've got to figure out how to get my repulsion gel over to that surface over there, which is rather an issue, if only because the fact that... Oh, wait a minute. Actually, hold on a second. I might be able to get repulsion gel on there. What I want to do first is put this in here, so it's flinging. And I'll put orange there, so it's flinging up into the air, so it could be easier to catch. And I'll place blue... Oh, no, wait, but orange has to be there, actually, doesn't it? And I'll place blue there. I have caught a tiny amount of gel. So if I just wait till that's right about there and then place my orange portal... well, it's something. I'll bet if I do that once or twice more, I will actually have it covered here. I'm not entirely certain that's what I'm supposed to do, so, you know, take that at face value, but even so. But I'll bet that if I just place blue here now and then immediately move my orange... Yeah, I've got a little bit more gel, but the flow really just isn't solid enough for this to be, I think, an intended strategy for this test chamber. That said, I do now have gel over there, so you know what? Intended strategy or not, I'll go ahead and use it. I still have no idea what I'm supposed to be accomplishing on this side of the test chamber, but hey, I've got bounce gel everywhere, so I'm actually able to get over there to explore. And... okay, I'm going to say this was made by Bmaster, the same guy that made the 14 or so chambers in the RCTI. And he seems to like making series, so there are a couple more episodes to pass that we will be looking at, because I think that this chamber all on its own is probably going to take up a full episode of our perpetual testing. But on that note, I mean, this was probably made with... Oh no, please. Okay, that was a bit too close. Might as well quick save here. It looks like this was made in the Hammer editor, or at least I'm assuming it is, since this seems to use a different tile set and to be way larger than anything I've seen from the Perpetual Testing initiative thus far. And that is to say the in Perpetual Testing map creator that they use. Now, with that said, oh, I've just figured out part of what I'm supposed to do here. That's exciting. So what I just figured out is that if I stand on the button there while I have the funnel here, taking a cube... By the way, what does this do? I can hear something. I can't see what it does. That's a bit of a problem. You know what? Okay, pointless button. I'll deal with it for now. I'll figure out what it does later. Unless it... No, it couldn't deactivate an emancipation grid. That was done from the other side. So what is it supposed to do for me? Oh, well. Oh, there we go. So that's where I'm supposed to place a portal to get the repulsion gel over there to bounce the cube to me. What does this do, though? Oh! Allows me to get back across very carefully. And this allows a portable surface right next to the gel? I am very confused. Why would I need a portable surface in the gel room? I mean, I could place an excursion funnel. Let's go ahead and try that really quickly. Is that placed? Yeah, we do have a portal over there. Now, if I place a portal over there and the excursion funnel activates, can it take gel out of there? Oh my god, it can. That's important. It's actually very important. If I just wait until this is properly over here, drop. There we go, bounce gel absolutely everywhere. Not nearly high enough to reach the exit, but you know what, that's fine, I can deal with that. And I think that is the exit too. Ooh, shit. That's why I don't turn around. Oh dear. Wait, was there an autosave? Bmaster, I love you, never change. I'm loving what you do. I've still got to figure out why the hell that's there, though. I think I'm actually supposed to take the excursion funnel to the exit at some point, maybe? Because I am going to have to figure out what everything does. I know that there's a switch over there that's going to accomplish something while the excursion funnel is holding a cube on it. But that's going to have to be just about the last step that I accomplish, considering the fact that I'm not going to be able to place my portals anywhere else after that's done. But for now, let's just go ahead and get myself the cube. I can place the repulsion gel over there now. And I'll never have to place it again, so there's that. I do want to move that portal, though, I think, simply because, well, it would be fairly dangerous to have a cube covered in repulsion gel delivered to me instead of just a cube proper. That was a nice spin on it, too, damn. Alright, so we've got to figure out how to get this through here. I mean, I could... I don't have any portable surfaces to drop this through. That's an issue. It's a fairly large issue, actually. Like, here I am thinking to myself, oh, don't worry, I'll just drop it through a portable surface, it'll be fine. But no, that doesn't really work, does it? Because I need to get this cube up to the excursion funnel, but the question is how? Can I bounce up to the excursion funnel? I think I might actually be just high enough to be able to bounce and throw the cube into the excursion funnel, so let me try that. Blue portal there, orange portal there. I should be able to toss the cube in there now, and I'll stand on the button so it doesn't get vaporized as it goes through. Yeah, there we go. Solid. We're doing science. We're figuring it out. Piece by piece. Little by little. Step by step. Now, what in the hell does that button do? Deactivates the excursion funnel? Oh, so briefly? Oh no, it flips that panel. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Make sure that you deactivate it. So, I'm supposed to have this cube across there for the... Oh, damn it. My jumping needs work, because these pillars are spaced in such a manner that it is very, very possible to overshoot. So I have to kind of start near the back of where I normally want to bounce, and then I just have to kind of barely make it across. But now, if I place this cube on the button, something, and I don't know what, should be revealed to me. And whatever it is, should help me get out. So, let's play Spot the Difference, shall we? Oh. Well, that was easy. Hey everyone, I think I've spotted the difference. It's the giant fucking emancipation grid. Or, wall of light. You know what I mean. So, am I supposed to get bounce gel on this thing? I think I'm supposed to bounce between here and the exit to get out, but how the hell do I manage that? I can't place anything here, much less some bounce gel. I mean, I could sort of get the funnel headed this way, but I'd need to stand on here, and I wouldn't be able to place the cube on the button, so any gel that I got would just be on this side. Unless the cube is supposed to stay on that button, and I'm supposed to stand over here. Oh, that is tricky. In fact, I think that's pretty much exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because if this cube stays on the button over there, then that wall that I have will stay open. But if I have this cube over here, then I can't really change whether or not the hard light bridge is appearing, or the hard light wall in this case. So what I'm going to have to do is place a portal over there, place an excursion funnel there, let gel start traveling, and then at the right moment, I have to press the button to activate the wall? That doesn't make any sense though, that wouldn't work. Yeah, never mind. Suddenly this idea seems a bit dumb. Wait, what the hell? Is it passing through, coating it, and hitting the wall behind it? Is that possible? I thought it just stopped it. I didn't realize that it actively passed through as well, unless that's a bug, but I don't think this map seems buggy enough that that would actually be a significant factor. So maybe, just maybe, that cube really is... Oh my god, that's a wonderful coating there too. I didn't even intend for that to happen, but now that wall's completely covered, which actually, once I place the bounce gel on the hard light bridge, should allow me to get up. That's actually a lot easier than I thought, but I'm wondering now, am I about to learn something new? Does the emancipation grid, does the hard light bridge become covered on both sides by bounce gel if it passes through? Because I know from a cooperative map I did with my friend Latchford a while ago, that if you put bounce gel, repulsion gel, on a hard light bridge, it'll allow you to bounce on the hard light bridge, but if it coats both sides of it, that's actually really, really cool and something that I didn't know. And things that I don't know in the testing initiative are few and far in between at this point, so it is always nice to see it. Now, is this side... It's covered. Oh my god. You're kidding. I just... Oh, hey! Bounce gel on the floor! I can get right back up to the same height that I was at before. Alright, now don't hit the wall or it'll fling me backwards. Oh, naturally. Come on, I can do this, I can do this. My greatest opponent at this point is physics and the wall in front of me. Oh god, come on, get up! Oh, god damn it. Here, what if I touch this side of the wall? What if I touch the bounce gel on this side? Huh? Oh, come on. You've got to be shitting me. Can I really not get up after I've just slathered this hard light bridge in bounce gel? Oh my god, no! Shit! Ah, why am I in the water? That was not what I wanted to do. Is there another save? Did it save me? That was my quick save. Okay, so I got a bit of work to do still. Do I still have the cube over there? I can't remember. Yeah, cube is still over there. Okay, okay. So I'm still good. I still got the basic tools I need to complete this chamber. I've somehow managed to stop. That would actually be a pretty safe way to get across the platforms there. You know, something I haven't really considered is that when making maps, the ability to kind of crouch on bounce gel and stop your jumping for more precise jumping might actually be a fairly useful tool to take advantage of. Though it's not necessarily one that I can really imagine being too useful. Though I could imagine the fact that I just crouched and then jumped and didn't bounce because of evidently my crouching and jumping. I could imagine that would make for a pretty cool challenge map sort of thing, like you got a deadly field above you, and you have to kind of make your way through the deadly field without touching it, and it's just above you, so you have to jump at the right time to avoid getting splattered. That'd be interesting. Speaking of interesting, I still find the hard light bridge mechanics with gel to be absolutely fascinating. Have no idea how they work, but presumably they work, or we wouldn't be seeing them as much as we do. That is a really neat trick, though. I've gotta hand it to Bmaster. I did not know about that. Really? Shit. Alright, and you know what? Somebody may be going at this point, PA, don't you hate deadly tests? And I'd say to you, yeah, I do. And as with other deadly tests, I don't really see the point to this one being deadly. There really isn't. I can't ever think of a situation where the proper punishment for failing an action would be death unless not dying would actively prohibit you from creating the test chamber that you want to create. Like, if them even falling to the floor actively stops whatever you're doing, then yeah, go ahead, make a deadly test chamber, go wild. But apart from that, I can't imagine a situation where you would absolutely need your test chamber to have deadly traps. I mean, there is the occasional circumstance where you can say, well, you know, if they fall down here, that'll actually put them closer to their goal than they would have been otherwise. Whereas, if they had, say, not done that, then they would be much further away from their goal than they had been. Okay, I just need to jump at the other wall first.
Congratulations!
Oh.
The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science.
Thank you,
As
Cave.
founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests.
Of course, I'm playing through the entire past here. Guarantee that. But what was I saying? Something about deadly tests. If there's a situation where them falling down would actively make it easier for them to accomplish what they want to accomplish, or there's a situation where there could be some sort of abuse with the floor and some way that you could get bounce gel there, I could see that being a bit troublesome. But here, the deadly floor is really just there to actively discourage you from falling a little bit easier. because you really wouldn't be able to get up any other way. But there is a lift there. I mean, it's not going to be that prohibitive just to go back over to the lift and try again. If you fall into the water, that would be considerably worse. Then again, excuse me, you did have that situation where you had to get the cube through. And if that wasn't there, then you would have had to place more emancipation grids to get that through. So I suppose it was just a matter of saving objects, or saving on the number of objects they use. By the way, thumbs up. Good map. I can sort of see that working. I'm not entirely certain how you'd go about that. I mean, if the number of objects does have to be limited, even in the hammer editor, then yeah, that I could see how that would be a better decision. But I mean, the deaths in the deadly chambers in the original Portal and in Portal 2, they're prohibitive, but they're prohibitive in such a way that it's just to discourage you from going to an area, not to act as the punishment for failure. Like in the original Portal 1, Portal, there was a chamber where you had to... There were a bunch of platforms that were rising and falling in the water, and you had to immediately, if you saw it, your first thought is going to be, I have to platform across this, if you've played games for a considerable period of time. If you're more acquainted with Portal, your immediate thought is going to be, I don't have to do this, I can just create a portal across. And in that way, the deadly water is kind of giving you a hint that something is wrong here, that this isn't the challenge that you should be facing, is the physical challenge, but the challenge that you should be facing is figuring out ways to get around it. And for that exact same sort of thing, that's the reason that turrets are such a notable entity. You're not supposed to figure out how to... Or you're not supposed to just face or head-on attack them, because if you attack a portal turret from the front direction, you're going to get your ass handed to you 9 times out of 10. But if you approach them from behind, or from the side, or from a portal, or you put something on them, like repulsion gel or propulsion gel, or you do something that causes them to knock themselves out of commission, that's better for you. And it's better for the test, because Portal tests, as a whole, are never about figuring out, or are never about actively trying to avoid deaths, as they are trying to outsmart deaths, if that makes sense. And I really hope it does. The one time I think this was kind of put down upon was there was a challenge chamber in Portal 1 during test chamber 14 or 16, whichever the turret one was, where the turrets were all locked in cages and you couldn't kill any of them. And what that resulted in was an extremely frustrating but ultimately sort of satisfying test in which you had to push cubes along the ground and you had to hide behind cubes pretty much the entire way. I made myself a little cube fort and just kind of advanced that to the exit. And it worked, don't get me wrong. It was ultimately the way that I got out of that test chamber. But at the same time, it didn't feel particularly satisfying to figure out. It felt tedious. And, it wasn't really a challenge chamber in the sense that it was a portal challenge chamber. It was just a chamber that was challenging because there is an arbitrary restriction added to it. And that could be said for a lot of things, but a lot of the challenge chambers require you to think about things in a new way. And that's the sort of thing I like. It's not going to be a test that is normally deadly and now is even deadlier. It's going to be a test that was formerly tricky and is now much trickier. And that's kind of why I don't like deadly chambers. Because if you're making a chamber where death is the punishment and not simply the deterrent, that's a problem. Anyway, this rant has gone on a lot longer than it should have, but rest assured, we're going to be playing through more of the PAST in the near future. But until tomorrow, this has been PA. I'll see you all when we continue our perpetual testing. Bye!